Welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, sellssi. And today I got a quick update here for you on the Ghana Black Stars team. Yesterday, 23 players are trained at the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. Unfortunately, the Yara Sports Stadium, as you've seen on social media, is not in the best of condition. The Yara Sports Stadium could not be used after the technical team had a look around the stadium and the pitch. It is not in the best of conditions. I'll give you my thoughts on that. We're also going to talk about the 23 players and the 4 missing players in the national team yet to arrive. It's reported that Jordan Ayew could be in the team today for their day 2 of training. It's a 9-day training regimen that will happen in KUMASI. They are camping in KUMASI and they will have the 9-day training there before jetting off into Ivory Coast. We'll look at that today. As usual, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. So as I brought you a couple of days ago, the Black Stars are pitching camp in KUMASI. Yesterday they arrived in the evening. Some players who play in other leagues across the world jetted into 14 of them arrived in KUMASI, and players already based in KUMASI, Richmond Lamte, the only one based in KUMASI, met up with the team. In total, 23 players out of the 27 called up trained for the very first time. The missing players were Kudus Mohammed, Jordan Ayew, who has been released by Crystal Palace, Iñaki Williams, whose club, Athletic Bilbao, are trying something funny. I talked to you about it yesterday, and Richard Ofori. Only these 4 guys are not in camp. Aside that, all the other 23 players are in camp. It's expected by the end of this week or by Thursday, the latest, we should have a full house of players that have been called in. Kudus has a niggling injury problem, which West Ham are looking at. And also Iñaki Williams, his club says he's tired. I feel it's a very unfortunate ploy by them. But that is it there. Those are the players in camp. And they did not train at the Yara Sports Stadium because the pitch is being used. Now it's the home ground for Accra Hearts of Oak. It's also the home ground for KUMASI Asante Kotoko, KUMASI King Faisal. It's also a home ground for a lot of clubs right now after the Accra Sports Stadium was released for entertainment activities in December and left in a dilapidated state. It's unfortunate what is happening with our pitches, and I hope this will be the eye-opener the FA needs. FIFA has given us a lot of money. It should go into developing pitches for clubs to train on, pitches for national teams to be able to use adequately. The technical team went round the Yara Sports Stadium. They looked at the pitch and said no. So they went into the Dr. Kwame Chase complex. Yes, one built by a private man himself, Dr. Kwame Chase, with For Nations FC, his club that are making their debut in the Ghana Premier League. So Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex is where they had the very first training session. I'm sure they'll have subsequent training sessions there, and it's likely that even the friendly game versus Namibia could be played there as well. Yara Sports Stadium is not in the best of shapes, and we hope this will be the eye-opener. There have been several eye-openers, but we hope this will be the straw that breaks the camel's back, or the nadir, the point where they realize what they are doing is very wrong and we need to improve on our pitches. So that is it. Day 1 of training done. We'll see a slide through picture of some of the players who trained. It was great to see Salisu back. Great to see some fresh faces. Richmond Lamte making his first his debut training session for the national team. Richmond Lamte and Majida Shumero were both at Wafa. They are reunited once again. It was great to see the players return to camp and train for the African Cup of Nations. 8th of January is that friendly versus Namibia. The time is not yet out. As and when we get it, I will update you accordingly. But that's the updates there. KUMASI, they've all arrived in. 23 players, more expected to arrive. Jordan Ayew in particular is expected to be in camp today for the 2nd day of training. Also, we've been talking about the Dr. Kwame Chase complex, the new ground for training for the Black Stars. Also, been talking about the unfortunate conditions and tactics that the Athletic Bilbao club is using to stall Iñaki Williams joining the Ghana national team. Aside that, we hope for a few days ahead and training ahead of the game versus Namibia in the subsequent game in the African Cup of Nations. Wish the Black Stars all the very best. My predictions for the AFCON coming in this week. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.